Everyone tells you to be strong, but no one explains what exactly that means. Today, I'm your host again on Unzipped Lips. We're going to unpack the truth about strength, not the mask we wear to survive, but the kind of strength that heals, rebuilds, and sets you free. We're going to talk about the dirty truths and talk about things that may make us uncomfortable, but that's what we do here, right? Safe place to grow. And this is no different when we're talking about true strength and being strong and what that means. Let's redefine what strength is, first off, because the society definition of being strong, toughing it out, putting on the mask so you don't make other people uncomfortable with your story and your pain, that's not strength. That's just masking. That's just making things bearable for others. Because true strength is vulnerability, allowing yourself to feel, grieve, and sit with all of it when it's uncomfortable for you and others around you, quite frankly. But you still choose to keep moving forward and you choose to heal when it hurts the most. That, my friend, that is strength. True strength comes with that vulnerability, and true strength comes with being uncomfortable. Because, society says that strength is stoicism, but it's more survival. It's not thriving. And that's where the difference starts, is understanding that. Because our society has this pressure of false strength. It's so then others can stay comfortable. Because when you speak pain and you show that maybe what they're going through and how they feel is actually pain, not everybody is willing to uncover their own demons. So let's talk about more on that. Because why can't we talk about our pain and help each other move forward, help each other get challenged and heal and grow? Why isn't that what we do in society? Because this pressure to be strong often means don't show your pain. Yeah, I don't I don't buy it because that's not healing. Um I mean, it's quite harmful. This this mentality is so harmful. It's isolating people. It's keeping people shame and sitting in shame. It shames them for having natural emotions and creates a disconnection between us. Our society is building us to build walls and separate and isolate so we live on fear on these islands that we are nothing but hate and pain and torment. I say that word a lot in these podcasts, that our pain will continue to torment us if we do not heal it. And I'm sorry, but saying strength is dealing in silence is not true. I'm going to say this very loud because strength can be performing, that you're fine when your world is crumbling. But the vulnerability and the strength of saying that you are hurting and these wounds are wide open and they are bleeding, that is strength that will heal you. I want to say that again, that being honest with where you're at is by far the most powerful thing you can do is choose to sit in your discomfort and understand that it hurts and be vulnerable with it so then you can move yourself forward. Because that is true emotional strength. I mean, there is physical strength. Physical strength is so measurable. And we all know that one. Lifting, enduring, achieving. I mean, physical strength is so easy to know what's up. But emotional strength, that's the invisible driver to so much in your life. Choosing forgiveness, not for them, but for you. I was actually talking about this the other day with friends that choosing forgiveness has nothing to do with the person who hurt you. It has nothing to do with the person on the other side of that weapon. It has everything to do with you, with the pain you carry, and the hatred will fuel things that are going to literally kill you if you don't choose to forgive someone for you, not for them. But emotional strength is also asking for help, admitting fears. Emotional strength is being able to be uncomfortable. Become comfortable with yourself is the biggest emotional strength you can have. Take yourself to dinner. Have time to you. Do what you want to do and not require someone else's approval. That is true emotional strength that our society does not teach us anymore. But it does teach us to isolate, to suffer in silence, to allow everyone to have their comfort, but not you. So let's break some myths of strength. Strong people don't cry. That is the biggest lie ever, especially for men. Men, you have all of the same emotions women do. You get hurt, you get abused. Being emotional is a human experience. It is not a gender experience. It is a human experience. Violence is a human experience. Abuse is a human experience. Sexual abuse is a human experience. I want men to hear this and hear it from a woman. I know you can go through just as much as women do. But your voice is silenced because you're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to talk about it. Those are myths. Find people that will support you because guess what? Crying is the greatest release that allows us to keep going. Men, you have the highest suicide rate because of this myth. And it's not true. You can cry, you can show emotions, and you can tell your truth. And please, oh God, please tell your truth. Another myth. Strong people don't need anyone. No. I am, as a lot of people have told me through my life, an extremely strong person because of everything I've gone through in my life. And honestly, the only way I've ever made it through all of everything that I have is by the amazing people I have had by my side when the worst was happening. My guest host, Jess, was one of the best friends I could have ever asked for. When a horrific violence was done in front of me, she was someone who showed up in a hotel room with me because I had nowhere else to go. I can't tell you how much strong people are strong because they have an amazing group of people around them. I would not be the person I am without who I consider my adopted family, my dad and my brother. I would not be who I am without my friends Kelsey and Amanda, who've been by my side for 20 years. My friend Robin, who's been by my side since I was 15, but a closer friend in the last 10 years. I would not be who I am without my friend Sam, who literally reached down to the pit of hell and pulled me out more than one time. I can't tell you how many people I can keep saying. I have my friend Dawn. I have my friend Cecilia. I have Ambrosia. Like, these people have reached into the depth of hell with me. They have not themselves, may have not been going through it, but they walked it with me. These are just to name a few. I've had friends that have been walking with me and have now parted ways just because we grew apart or different things. And I have no ill will. They have no ill will. They're amazing people. So thinking that being strong means that you don't need anyone, that is so false. You have people in your life. There are so many reasons why you have the people in your life when you do. Maybe you should figure it out. Some people are there for a season and some people are there for a reason. Knowing why someone's in your life sometimes might be one thing you really need to do. Because, man, the truth is, the strongest are strong because of the people that are around them. They're not strong because they did it alone. They're strong because there were others with them. So please understand that one. Because when you're in this pivotal moment of needing to build your emotional strength, it doesn't come without struggles. And having those people in your life are there to help you get through those struggles. Strength is not born in comfort. It's forged in challenges, heartbreak, and adversity. And when you have others with you, those become a little bit easier. And when I say things, strength is forged in challenge, I mean that so much. That's why I'm doing this podcast. I don't know how many times I've said that now, that I want to challenge where you're sitting so you can grow. Because when you are challenged, you have growth. This is something I have been saying since day one, episode 1. Challenge is going to grow you. And I know in the last couple podcasts, I've also talked about that we can't grow and change and become better versions of us without negative experiences. That's where we have the most amount of growth, to find the purpose in that. And also, I want to say resilience doesn't mean you didn't break. It just mean you built different once you did. Resilience means you picked yourself back up and you built different. You deliberately built with intention an amazing person. You know, I talk about it quite often, the build you philosophy. Creating may have shaped you, but building is your choice. Well, I mean, I say for me, a negative world may have created me, but I built me. I built me. I want you to say that. I build me. Say that loud. Say that proud. I build me. It's your choice. And the strength you can get from that you know who you are, you can understand your emotions, You can show vulnerability. You can be this amazing person that can possibly save someone else's life somewhere down the road. That that person, that person is strong. So a few examples that you're building emotional strength. One of the simplest ones is walking away from what breaks you, what hurts you, what causes turmoil, what pulls at your peace. I know one of the biggest hot phrases right now is all about your peace, finding your peace, keeping your peace. True strength, emotional strength, is when you have the ability to see that something is hurting you and you can walk away from it. Girls, that means if you're getting breadcrumbed by a guy, you say, no thanks, cool, peace out, bro. Men, when you have a woman who's playing hard to get and does not flakes out on you all the time for no reason, it happens still sometimes for everybody. But men, don't let women walk on you. But also women, don't let men walk on you. There's a balance. It's a partnership. You should bring each other peace, happiness. I don't know. So if someone's hurting you, walk away. That's emotional strength. Emotional strength is speaking the truth when your voice shakes. I mean, come on, I've cried on this podcast. Like, tears are a harsh reality of vulnerability. Speak your truth. Speak it to your people. Talk about it. Be uncomfortable. Let your voice shake. Stutter. Ugly cry. Do it. It's going to feel so good. You got this. But also, emotional peace is setting boundaries that protect your peace. Not only setting them, but standing firm on them in not allowing others to repeatedly cross those boundaries. That is true emotional strength. That was hard for me for a long time. People pleasers out there, raise your hand. I know, I can't see you. You can't see me. Drop it in the comments. You people pleasers, come on. We allow people to walk all over our boundaries. That is not emotional strength. So another one is choosing healing instead of staying in old cycles. I can't say that one enough because choosing healing, that is true emotional strength. Understanding what healing is, understanding what healing will look like, and really going for it even when it sucks. Because, honey, it's gonna suck. Sorry. Harsh truth there for you. But best part is when you are vulnerable, when you can speak a truth, when you can sit in discomfort and work through emotions, when you can do all of this, you are going to be so much better off for it. And it will break patterns because you'll see them. You can't see something if you're not willing to talk about it. You can't see something if you're not willing to admit that it exists. So talk about that. Think about that. So let me encourage you today. I know you're already strong, not because of what you've endured, but because of how you're choosing to build. Be strong doesn't mean you won't fall up. It means you don't stay there forever. You get up, you build, and you move on. And I know everyone who's listening to this has that strength, but I know it's sometimes hard to figure that out on your own. And I know how hard it can be. So you're welcome to go to buildyou.us and book a clarity call with me. Let's get you resources. Let me point you in directions. If it's not working with me, it's getting you where you want to go. I even have a book, Build You After Trauma. You can grab that off of Amazon. Work through that. Find your voice. Get through this, because what's waiting for you on this other side of this amazing person you get to build, I am excited for you. I would love to hear your story one day. But I want to challenge you today, before I leave you. Ask yourself, am I performing strength or am I living strong? Because that's a huge question. So thank you for hanging with me today. Thank you for unzipping some more truth with me. And I'll see you in the next episode.